Shalom, guys.
Shalom.
Yes, welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today we got something. I don't want to say crazy, but it's just something to talk about because our last video that we did about do Africans dislike, African Americans coming here,
Mhm.
right? So someone commented, like, check this comment out right here. The comment basically said, uh, the people in America that meets Africans in America, the Africans in America say that they're told not to like us as Americans.
Mhm.
That's yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we wanted to, talk about it. We wanted to talk about it. So stay tuned.
So let's preface by saying we're not coming for this sister, but we're coming for the ideology and the mindset behind what she's saying.
Mm,
So I responded to this comment, or to this comment by telling a story. And so I'm gonna just start by telling y'all the story. When we were in America, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of my African brothers and sisters from West
mhm,
Africa, East Africa, all different places in Africa. I worked in healthcare from 16 to about 20, 21. Yeah, from 16 to 21. And so if you're an African, if you're a Nigerian, a Zimbabwean, a Ghanaian, or anyone Sierra Leonean, shout out to Sierra Leone,
Tanzanian. You can't
Tanzanian.
forget that.
Well, I didn't meet Tanzanians in America though. I
Oh,
never met any Tanzanians in America. I met Nigerians, Zimbabwe, Somalians, Ethiopians, and Sierra Leoneans
okay. So,
and Cameroonians. And so when I would work with these wonderful people, my cousins, I would tell them, like, I want to go to Africa. Tell me about Africa. And they were so interested. They were so happy
mm,
to hear that I wanted to go to Africa. And they were always so nice to me. Like they treated me like family, no matter what age they were. Somewhere in their 40s, somewhere in their 50s, somewhere in their 30s, right? And so they would really like treat me like their daughter, their cousin. Like, do you remember I would come home with these Nigerian snacks
mhm,
called puff puffs? And so one of the Nigerian nurses I worked with, she was probably in her 40s, right? And so she had grown children. She was working in America in a mental hospital as a nurse. And we would talk about Africa, and I would tell her, like, I want to go to Nigeria. I want to see West Africa. I want to do this African ancestry DNA test so I can go and find my people because I'm not staying here. She was like, oh, good, because once I'm done working, once I collect my money, I'm going to go back home and I'm going to build a house and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z for my children and all of this stuff. And so she would give me free puff puffs, free snacks. I'm telling you this story. This is just one of many stories I've had with different African peoples in
mm,
America. I'm telling you this story so that you understand that it is the biggest lie, the biggest programming ever to hear that Africans don't like African Americans or that Africans are told stay away from African Americans, because that's just not the case. And any
mm,
African knows, and I even have a client that is Nigerian born, and he was even talking about how basically, as an African in America, you don't have a choice but to be around African Americans. Because
mhm,
guess what? Those people look at you the same way as they look at us. And so they understand that, they know that. And so we have this bond when, especially in healthcare, because healthcare is like a war zone. You form this bond with them, just like, oh, these are really my brothers and sisters. Then coming here, we experience life in Tanzania, and it's completely the same. You want
mhm.
to talk about your experience?
Yeah. So my experience right before we left to come to Tanzania, I would have to take Ubers to work, right? And pretty much every Uber every night was African.
Oh yeah,
So they were
yeah.
so nice. They're asking me, "Oh, how are you?" Well, I'm good. And I asked them, "Oh, where are you from?" Because my mindset was we're about to move to Africa. So I asked them, "Where are you from?" I met many people. I'm not 100% sure where, but it was like every night I would call you.
Yeah,
Remember, I
I
would
do
call you.
remember
Hey,
that.
I just
Yeah.
met somebody from Ghana. I just met
Yeah.
somebody from Nigeria. I just met somebody from South Africa and stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like the Most High, He's moving in a way where you know we want to do this, and we're starting to meet a lot of Africans that's nice. So it really
Yeah.
depends on
Yeah.
your experience with people that's are Africans that's in America,
Yep.
that come from Africa to America to have a better life. And most of them that I met was drivers, like Uber drivers.
Okay.
I worked with one, and he was from ah, he was from Guinea. Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Guinea. Yeah, he was from Guinea. Till this day, he still hit me up. Oh, I'm so glad that you're still in Africa. I remember that you said that you were gonna move there. I'm so glad that you did. I'm here. I'm back home. I'm in Guinea. I have a construction company. Um,
Man,
whenever you can come visit. If I can't come over there, I'll visit. So it just
that's
really
nice.
depends on your experience because it's a program. It really is. They tell you this,
The
and it's not
simulation.
true. It's really not true. So that's why we always say you have to come here. You have to experience it yourself. It's nothing bad about coming here to experience it yourself. I can't
Yeah,
tell you. I really can't. She
yeah.
can't tell you. She can't. She can tell me what she like her relationship with the people at work, but I didn't experience it, you know.
Yeah, and I
So
wasn't in the Ubers with you.
exactly. So it's just like it's a different. You have to come experience Africa. You really do. If you're interested in coming to Africa, come to experience it. Know that everything that they're telling you about Africa is a lie.
Everything, like
Everything.
so
Look.
much.
We look. This is not no green screen.
Right, this is real life.
Yeah, because we look kind of like,
This
man,
is real life.
yeah, this is real life, like really. So I hope you guys understand what we're saying. Come experience Africa.
Yeah, don't let the West fool you any longer from being friends with your brothers and sisters. And to be honest, I've had a worse experience with African Americans over the totality of my life than I have with Africans.
Yeah, really.
Completely. And most of us have, because you see in the streets in the ghetto, brothers are shooting brothers, people knocking each other out. The abuse is like
It's
a
too
little
much.
insane, it's a little
It's too much.
crazy. So we really have to be intentional about what we say and what we put out there because you need to be in reality in these times. And the
Yes.
reality is, Africa loves African Americans, and African Americans love Africa.
Yes. So guys, listen to what we say and come experience. Don't listen to the lies. We're just trying to tell the truth. We're trying to experience whatever the Most High is leading us to and share with you guys.
Yes.
So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys got some information out this video, and we will see you in the next one. Shalom.
Shalom.